Hi, I'm Judy Gauthier, and I'm super excited to be part of E.E. Shank's Spring Trends. Let me introduce you to my new book, Quilt-as-you-go for scrap lovers. Hi, I'm Judy Gauthier, and I'm here to talk to you about Quilt-as-you-go for scrap lovers. This is my latest book for C&T Publishing. Why is this so important? Because Quilt-as-you-go is something that many customers are going to want to learn how to do. I always get questions about how do you do and what is Quilt-as-you-go? Quilt-as-you-go allows a customer to finish their own quilts on their domestic machines by doing the quilting in sections. The sections are put together, joined, and then you get the total effect of the complete finished quilt just being done on a domestic machine. There are more than one way to do a quilt as you go. There are multiple ways in here that are taught to the student for how to do quilt as you go. I think there's like 4 different methods. So there are different methods depending on the type of quilt that it is. There's an on-point method, there's a sash and a dash method, there's the columnar method, and there's the 4 quarters method. So this is chock full of learning opportunities for students and teaching opportunities for the shop. The other thing that you can teach with this book, because the whole premise of this is that the customer is going to quilt something themselves, is you can add on how to do free motion quilting on a domestic machine, and they're able to do it because the quilts are approached in small sections. It's all in how the sections are joined together that makes it quilt as you go. I also have fast and easy cutting techniques that I have used throughout my other books for C&T Publishing in Quilts for Scrap Lovers, Rainbow Quilts for Scrap Lovers, and Sensational Quilts for Scrap Lovers. And these are tried and true cutting techniques that I use over and over in multiple books, and it includes a tool that, I'm going to put this behind here so you can see that better, a cutting tool that is sold separately from the book, but it's also an add-on purchase. And it really makes cutting scraps so much easier. It makes a fast and simple slash and cut techniques, and many of those are used also in this book. So let's take a look at some of the other advantages to Quilt As You Go. Quilt As You Go allows you to put the quilt together in sections so that you can have some really awesome effects on the back of your quilt. So I have been doing not fast, but funky and fun quilt backings before it was ever even a thing. With Quilt As You Go, you can select your backing design and your backing fabric and apply it to the section of the quilt and make the back just as much fun and just as unique as the front of the quilt. The quilt that you see behind me uses slightly larger scraps, and it also teaches how to sew a gentle curve. And so you can also teach curved piecing with this quilt. It's a great opportunity there. Here's another quilt in the book that is so much fun because it has a woven appearance and you can use so many scraps in so many colors in it. This book also has a nice section in it that really talks a lot about color theory and my ways of using scraps according to the color wheel. And it's very informative. There are multiple ways to sort your scraps and put them together using the color wheel. And there is actually a little algorithm in it for helping to select scraps and make the colors just sing in your quilts. So this book is just chock full of all kinds of teaching opportunities, not just Quilt As You Go, but color theory and lots of new techniques such as sewing curves and my fast and furious cutting techniques using my new tool, the 3-in-1 Simple Square template.